What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Ross back. Um, already in the trade. I'm taking this. I have a new topstep eval account, but I'm taking this on like the practice side, just so I can work on my strategy. Before I'm gonna try and work on my strategy for about a week. This is my 4 hour draw on liquidity that I believe that price is seeking here. We've been just selling off all day. This is my initial draw. I want to expect this to come down and take this out, right? Um, just for like a, 1 to 3 small RR, break this level, put in a stop here to break even, boom. So now hopefully I'm expecting us just to run below here. If not, then that lets me know that price is just seeking just to go elsewhere. But I want to just see us just run below here and sweep out this lower level liquidity here. I'll take one off here. Boom, securing profits here. I just got one contract in. Boom. So what am I expecting? I was expecting it just to go down lower. Got a retracement up into this fair value gap. Tapped into here. Boom. So now just expecting. If not, if we get stopped out, but I'm putting stop at here. All right. So break even. We're up. Not a bad. We're up $441. So that was actually good. Took my partial here at this low. Okay, maybe price is looking to inverse, right? This is still my draw on liquidity, and that's why you got to just take your profits and some sort of skill. So we inverse this gap, and we've been selling off all day, uh, right? This long, if price, this might just be a liquidity grab to these higher levels here because we do have relative equal highs. Buy side here, and as we are pushing up quite a bit, so this can definitely be a liquidity grab. Let's look here on the 15. Yeah. Buy side here. So it seems like boom. Here, inverse this gap completely after we're just chopping around it. Boom. Right? We have these relative equal highs here. Boom, boom, boom. Buy side liquidity. After selling off, inverse this gap first. We have here and here. Relative equal highs. Is this just a liquidity grab? It is possible. Or we could just be coming up to here or to here on a lower time frame. 1 minute. Rejected a lot off of this zone. SMT here. It's not there, so let's get rid of that. SMT combined with this inversion, I would have possibly looked for a trade too. to either this here or this here, just for like a, this would have been the liquidity grab, stop loss right below. Boom. And like I said, my draw is still lower. This is my draw. All right. This is my draw. Boom. Like I said, this was just a liquidity grab, I believe. Now here, look. If we make this gap, hopefully I expect price to trade back here into this gap. If we make a fair value gap, trade lower, look for a gap right here. Okay. S&T here. Bears. Now this is a bearish S&T between here to here. This high. Boom. Bearish S&T here. These levels here. Liquidity. Looking to target these lows, and this is still my draw liquidity. This ultimately to me was just a retracement. Retracement here. We got the retracement liquidity grab. Draw liquidity here. So what am I looking for? Short to the downside here. Want to see us tap here into this gap. We already took out liquidity, so just expecting us to now continue lower and hit our draw on liquidity. See if it will retrace here into this gap. Boom, boom, boom. At these, at this low here. See what we got here on the 5 minute. Now, looking for us to completely, I mean, we might inverse this. We came down, inverse this, boom. Okay. So either we're gonna still be looking for more liquidity to the upside, or we're gonna just come down. I mean, I expected us, but the thing is, we kind of did get a body closure. We didn't wick off. If we would have like really wicked this off, then that kind of let me know more. But I think we should go down from here. Boom. 5 minute levels. Bull SMT right here. We did close above here. So now this is a clear inversion setup. That's why I got out. Clear inversion setup to the upside as we are seeking higher prices. Inversed here. Bearish S&T. Boom, boom. But we are starting to wick off of these levels. I would have got stopped out, see? Gonna re-enter. Still looking short. Once we break this level, I want to look for stop loss to go to break even. You see, we're wicking out of all of this, right? It's like we're wicking out a lot of this area. And that's what I'm saying. Like longs is still to me not ideal. Because look at how we're just wicking out. And this was probably just a wick out people's stop losses unless you had just stopped all the way up here. This wouldn't be horrible. That's just a bigger stop. I'm doing this on here because on NQs it's just a practice account and it's like a 150K account here on there. So it's only two trades for me today. Gonna really minimize my risk now. If it really wants it, yeah, it's fine. Okay, that is for. Okay, so let's see. Gotta look for one more. But now I'm starting to see some sideways action. See, now that's what I'm starting to see. Some sideways trading starting to form. And remember how we last time when I was trading, I didn't upload the videos last week, but I did blow my account trying to do some sideways trading, and I don't like trading sideways. I mean, but I just like failed the eval. Sideways trading is just like, look, you see this area. This is, I feel like this is gonna start. I can start seeing this area as some sort of a resistance zone where prices just we're gonna wick out a lot up here, right? So as a scalper, what this might bring you some joy. Got these lower levels of liquidity, took out this, and now we kind of just start waking out, right? And we start trading sideways. It's a no news Monday. You know how Mondays are, right? No news Monday. Execution. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So, but yeah. Um, Smooth little break even setup. Um, so yeah, nothing too crazy that we had earlier. Just two trades. Still aren't up on the account. Um, okay, so we broke these highs. Might be looking for. I think I'll look for a long setup, right? This was my draw, but we already took out all of these previous lower levels of liquidity. This is okay. When is this? We didn't hit this, not yet, but inverse this gap completely. Clear draw is here on the upside. So what do I want to see? S&T. Check this out. I want to look for a setup to the upside. We'll have a bullish gap here. We might make. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to just run up. And this is that draw here on liquidity as of right now. Inversion setup would have been pretty nice. Boom, inverse this, boom, SMT, draw liquidity up here, target up there. You can take a possible partial between here and there in these levels, you know. All right, let's see if we can get a little decent smooth retracement. Not sure if we will. It'd have to be to this gap. Pretty high up. Uh, all right, guys, don't do this. I'm just experimenting. Just a scout to the upside, few point scout. Don't do that. All right. But yeah, so we did have an inversion set up here, but I was still looking short. Now, what do I have here? Now, what do we have right here? I think this was a 15-minute gap, I believe. Look at this. Yep, 15-minute gap here. So what am I? Remember how we see these gaps? This is where we kind of we got neither trade sideways, or we can just start just playing around here. So it's kind of like, what are we possibly gonna do? So either we're gonna just right, it's either one of three things that happen. We're gonna inverse this gap completely. Then that lets me know, okay, we're still going to be seeking higher prices. Maybe I can look for some longer setups. So maybe just about like right here, between here and here, or right, or we're just gonna start rejecting off of this in this area, and then we just go lower. But here's the thing about this right here. We didn't tap into the gap completely. All right, I'm not looking for any shorts as of right now. I don't believe so, because the shorts liquidity would be here and here. So we have this gap here. I do believe we're gonna come fill. Stop loss here. We didn't inverse this gap completely. But actually, let's see what happens. So look, we rejected off of that. That's actually good. So we rejected off of this. Boom. We wicked out of that. So possibly looking to target stop losses. Never mind. Uh, just fooling around. I would. I mean, if I could. What if I looked for my inversion setup to here? But I don't believe this isn't my draw. This isn't any liquidity. I'm expecting price to want to go to. Um, this is a good stop placement. Wicked out of it twice. I would expect for it just to possibly just run up. You know what I'm saying? It's like right below. Expecting to see some sort of a candle. Okay. So inverse there. I believe this is just possibly a retracement. But this is what I said. See, I wouldn't take a trade like this. Like, okay, see, once we got that inversion here, boom, SMT, enter. Take profit would be somewhere right here and here. But probably I just keep it like right there. And that's a good entry, right? I'm gonna actually show you guys the setup that I would actually do. Let me see. Let me go. Well, first, let's just make, I'm actually like, for some of those who can't really like really see it, I'm gonna show it to you guys. So what would I be looking for? All right. So boom, boom, boom. Okay. So completely inverse this gap. I mean, no, so we made this bearish gap here, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now we trade lower. Now it's clear that the draw has been changed, that, and as you can see, price wasn't looking to seek lower. So what would I do? Boom. I would keep waiting until we finally inverse that gap. All right, boom, gap inverse. Stop goes below. This is where stop loss below levels here, somewhere right there. TP at like, it would be here, but like I said, this is a fair value gap that we're getting closer to. I just keep it like somewhere like that. No, the don't look at how, I don't know how much it looks right now. And we go up higher. Wow, that's crazy. Um, but I don't know, it didn't break through. That's insane. Or I would have my TP like right there, something like that. But you guys pretty much get the point, right? Something like that, targeting one of these levels for like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, nothing too crazy. We have a fair value gap here, so this is where we can start seeing some resistance. And now we have these equal highs. This was, and like you see, as you can see, this was just a liquidity grab. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't want to target. If you know, if it's possibly just a liquidity grab, that lets you know that the possible draw on liquidity can still be shorter, right? Okay, but that's pretty much my inversion setup and what I look for. Like right here, there really isn't much to go off of, right? That we have, but we have this bullish gap here. I see that bullish gap there. We inverse this, maybe look for something just to maybe about like here. But at the same time, now as you can see, we just are just trading into this gap, and now and we were really just waking out. We have this fair value gap here, higher time frame fair value gap. So, but yeah, today was just like just nothing too crazy. I'm just trying to really like work on my model and see between with the inversion setup or just entering off straight gaps. If we have the SMT, my draw on liquidity SMT, and then either that's one model that I like, and then inversion gap, inversion setup to my draw liquidity, followed by SMT, right? And then if there's some other little possible little key things I could possibly use the order block, nothing too order block if I really want to, nothing too crazy. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm definitely uploading this one. I'm gonna upload it right now, and I'll see you guys soon.